Well, hello. Who's here? Who's coming in? Come on. Hi, Kay. Welcome in. It's Just and Sarah. Hi. Vanessa, Genove, Stony Croy, T Bridges. Hey, how is everybody today? Hi, Catherine. Good to see you all. Happy Cinco de Mayo. It was my birthday yesterday, so if you were looking for me, that's why I wasn't here. I took the day off. Molly, I'm editing your podcast right now. Guys, Leslie Fear, amazing paranormal romance author, designer, amateur designer, but actually pretty good, and also podcaster. You guys, please listen to her podcast because I want to know. It is in my link tree. It is on all the different podcast apps. Please follow her. She's amazing. You guys would really like her. If you have any interest, thank you for the birthday wishes. Thanks, Leslie. Hey, Anita. Hi. Good to see you, girl. How are you? So let me start out introducing Matt Passy. I just finished doing an amazing mediumship session. I really can't wait to hear back from her to see what she says. This is Great-Great-Grandpa Max. This is Triple G Isaac, Triple G Minna, Granny Shar, and Grandpa Herc. That is my family behind me. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Anita. So, just did a couple readings. I even did an automatic drawing for somebody. That was interesting. Can you tell me if my family will be okay, financial and healthy? Happy birthday, my son's birthday. Oh, you're welcome. Happy birthday. Thank you. I could if I did a reading for you, sweetie, but I can't just tell you off the cuff. It would be live. I just said, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know. If you're a subscriber, let me just mention, it's $6 a month if you subscribe to me and I'm on here on a live and I see you and you say, would you pull some cards? And I see that you're a subscriber. You mentioned that you're a subscriber. I'll pull a few cards. If you would like an actual private reading, go to my website, MissMollyKnows.com. If you want a reading right now, a full reading right here, $40, Linktree, Cash App, PayPal in my Linktree. Moving on. Will Casey tell me how he feels about me tonight? Sweetie, I don't know. I have two girls. They're both gifted as scary as their mother. Why are you scared? What scares you about it? Hi, Dawn. Why are you scared? You're welcome. And it's not that I'm trying to I just want money. It's not like that. I can't just say yes, no. It's very flippant of me, right? This is important to you. I don't want you to think I'm just going, yes, no. I'm not going to say anything I want, right? Let me say something that means something, right? Thanks for the rose. Because there's so much evil in the world. Well, right there, you're already starting on the wrong foot, my dear. Wrong foot. I love you, but don't start with that. There's so much good in the world too. You're focusing on the wrong thing right off the bat. That's why it scares you. I knew there was something wrong there. You shouldn't be scared. This is a gift, as it's called a gift. It is positive. There's a lot of good in the world. There isn't evil in the world. There is lack of love. I'm going to repeat that. There isn't evil in the world. There's a lack of love. So come from that perspective. They know things for their age they should not. Who says? Sounds like you have a lot of very rigid ideas about the way things are, sweetheart. I really, really encourage you to explore and learn. I'm glad you're here because we can talk about anything you want. This is a safe place to talk about those things. Look, if they are meant to know it, they know it. Whether you think they should know it, whether society thinks they should know it, it doesn't matter. They know. Okay? Intuition is not a special gift. We all have it. Just some of it use it more than others. Some of us have it more developed than others. Do you think my boyfriend who has passed is happy in the afterlife? Yes. It's not an afterlife. It's a life. It's an existence. It's an experience. And yes. Happy full moon, yes. No, they are aware of scary stories as an adult would fear. So, who says that they shouldn't know that? That's their calling. That's why they know it. Yes, others are judgmental. As I hate to tell you, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, so are you. You're judging this. You're making a judgment. Look, you're going to have to wrap your mind around the fact that, first of all, if your daughters have this gift, they can't help it. Number two, meaning enhanced, we'll say, enhanced gift. Number two, it's not bad, it's not evil. What will make it bad and evil is worrying about it, saying negative things. Like everything, single thing you've said about this situation has been negative. And I'm not saying that you're not afraid for your children, I get it, but there's nothing to be afraid of. That's the point I'm making. You need to educate yourself about how energies work so that you're not afraid, so you can teach them how to control this. Oh, you see others dismiss. Okay, I'm not taking you wrong. I'm watching the words that you're putting up. I want you to roll back, sweetheart. I get it, being a mom. I get it. I know you're trying to help. I'm not, please don't take it like I'm attacking you. In no way am I attacking you. I'm trying to help. All right. And what I'm trying to tell you is I'm looking at the words on the screen, and maybe I'm misreading them, but it shows me that every single thing you've said about your daughters having abilities has been negative so far. You've not said one thing that's nice about it. Like, I'm excited they have this gift. I would like to help them develop it. I really want to learn more so I can, teach them or show them, or, you know what I mean? It feels like you're just kind of saying it's terrible. Yeah, oh, honey, I'm not. No, it is not a gift. Wait a minute. Did you guys just look at that? Did you guys just see that? Those are brand new batteries. Hello. And guess what it's near? That fairy deck. Remember I put up a video about that? And it stopped. Did you see after I pointed out? It stopped. Did you guys see that? Yes, work. That's better, honey. I love that. Yes. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain to you is this. We all have abilities, sweetheart. We all have it. Yes, it's hard. It's very hard. We all have it. Some people more than others. Some people naturally it comes through. Some people have to work on it. Some people ignore it and basically don't ever use it. We all have it. So that's the first thing you need to tell your daughters. A lot of people have this ability. Not everybody understands it. Of course you do. Okay, so there's a great show that Chip Coffey had out called Child Psychics, I think it was. You can find it on YouTube, repeats on Hulu and YouTube. I would watch that. Leslie Fair, who I just mentioned, who's on here, she has a podcast called Because I Want to Know. I'm on there a couple times. There's other people. Near-death experiences show you a lot too. So listen to near-death experiences. I had one. You can find them all over the place. Leslie does a lot of interviewing on that. I was wondering if the fairies were showing up in the new spot. Oh, new spot. You mean here? Well, we just saw. And I've done a few readings since that whole thing. That's the first time I've seen anything. Thank you, April. You're a sweetheart. I like your new screen name. You're right. I did not start. I had experience. I get you, sweetie. I hope I don't make you feel like I'm attacking you. In no way am I attacking you. I want to help. I really do. I'm just trying to draw your attention to what you're saying. Of course you do. Here's the thing. First of all, how old are they? Can I ask how old they are? Just age. You don't have to give me your names or anything. Just how old are they? Oh, good. Okay. I know sometimes I come across harsh. I don't mean to. I'm just excited. Okay. So what are their names? This is good for anybody that was a kid that had ability that was showing up, or, 16. Okay. So they're teenagers. So you can have a real conversation. They're not like 2. Okay. So explain to them that energy is what this is all. It's actually scientific. Energy never dies. It transforms. Oh, I love those names. It transforms. So you're talking to me through a phone, right? Through a camera, through whatever, a computer. I'm not real to you. I'm an image. I'm a voice, a sound. I'm a face. You see my background. I'm not a real thing to you, but I am because you believe I'm real. I could be fake. I could be all AI for all you know. That's what spirit is. It's another way of communicating. That's real. We're just not used to accepting that. There was a time when it wasn't an abnormal thing to say, I dreamed about grandma. She visited. That's not unusual. Hey, Bex. Yeah. There you go, work. I like where you're going now with this. So this is a matter of learning to manage it. And that can be scary because a lot of scary things happen. But you got to ask yourself, are you scared or are you reacting out of being startled? Okay, so like when stuff like that happens, like the light blinking, I don't go, ah, like that. I'm not scared because I feel like oh, something's happening. I'm like, whoa, that was weird. It's like that. Okay, so being startled and being scared are 2 different things. Now, if you generally feel scared, like you feel like your heart's pumping, like you've got to run, you're going to throw up, your skin's standing on end, you feel sick, you smell something rotten, then you need to say, okay, something not good's here. Something's not good here. And you just say, you know what? You're not invited. Get out. My energy is too good for you. Get out. Bye. See ya. That's what I do. I've had it. So, it's all about being open. Now, I watched a really great show, you guys, recently on the Gaia channel. Very inspirational because I'm really kind of blown away by what shows up on my videos. The orbs, the fairies, the cabinet opening just now, the light coming on and off up there. And like I said, I literally just put new batteries in that yesterday. And they're just those little pop lights from the dollar store. So the fact that it turned on and off, it doesn't do that. You have to pop it shut or push down on it, right? It's not talent, honey. It's not talent. It's enhanced ability. That's all it is. You have it too. If you wanted to do what I'm doing, you could. Any of you could do what I'm doing. Is it easy? No. Could you learn it? Yes. Just like I'm terrible at math. Could somebody teach me to calculate numbers and do it? Yeah. Would it come naturally to me? No. I'm not good at math. Doesn't mean I can't do it. I don't speak Spanish. Doesn't mean I can't speak Spanish. I have the ability, I have the tongue, the lips, the teeth, right? See what I'm saying to you? You have it. You just don't know how to do it. How do we enhance our abilities? Okay, so the way you enhance your abilities, a couple things. First thing I always say, and I even talk about this, there's a great podcast I just did with Joshua P. Warren. It is in my link tree. Please listen. You guys will love it. It tells you everything you possibly know about me and more. If you want to know about who I am, why I do what I do, how I do it, blah, 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 blah. Hi, Psychic Jen. Jen, nice to meet you. Follow Psychic Jen. I will check you out later. Yes, and you do have it. So enhancing your gifts. So one thing I always talk about is, first of all, notice everything and anything and do not brush anything off. It's very hard to do. As humans, we have thousands of thoughts every minute, right? You start to learn to pay attention. Now, I have ADHD, if you had not noticed. I talk very fast. I jump around from subject to subject. I lose track of what I'm talking about. It used to embarrass me. Sometimes it's very frustrating. I lose things all the time. I can't remember what I'm doing. However, as a psychic intuitive, I've now found that is part of my gift. I notice everything and all. And when I focus on one specific thing, then I notice everything and all about that specific thing. That's how I do mediumship. So start noticing everything and don't brush anything off, especially what we call synchronicities or, I want to talk to her, coincidences. Okay. Coincidence, two things happening at the same time. Hi, Lil. Two things happening at the same time. Coincidence. That's all it is. It's not magic. We all have had them. There's no such thing. Okay. We've all had coincidences. So how is it a coincidence? We've all had coincidences because they aren't. They're real. They're meant to show us signs. We ignore them. How many times have you thought, oh, I knew that was going to be a problem. I knew I should never have done that. Hello, you knew. Did you listen to yourself? No. So this is it. If you want to know why all the celebrities are so creative, like they, you'll see celebrities that don't just act, they sing and they write or they paint or they dance or they act or they compose music. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. God. Thank you. I know you all blessed me. Anyway, what I was starting to say is, what was I saying? See what I mean? I don't remember what I was talking about. Thank you, guys. What was I saying, guys? Remind me if somebody can remember where I left off. ADD, right? How appropriate that I don't remember. Coincidence. Okay. So pay attention to those coincidences. So if like you're driving behind somebody and you notice their license plate is the birthday of your grandma. Okay, that's your grandma's signal. Think of all the cars out there. Why did that car go in front of you? Okay. And it's not like your grandma's driving that car or, like a dragonfly flies up, floats right in front of your face. And you're like, wow, it feels like my grandma. It doesn't mean the dragonfly is your grandma. It means that your grandma has influenced energy to show up in your energy so that you take notice. And what'll happen is if you start going, oh, I think that's you, grandma, whoever you think, or you don't know, it's fine. You just say, thank you, spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, whatever you want to call it. Allah, I don't care. Thank you. Every time you see those things, you pick up a penny you find on the ground. Thank you. And get excited about it like it's $1 million. It doesn't matter. You start raising your energy up. When you start appreciating the universe, start saying, I believe you. I realize you're real. Guess what? It starts happening, y'all. It starts just like that stuff. My son says he's a big dark spirit in his home and every home that there is to protect him. That's cool. I like that. Dandelions. I was just talking about dandelions yesterday. That's funny. Is that a good thing? I think so. Let me talk about that too. Just because an energy is dark in appearance doesn't mean it's bad. Okay? I hope you hear it in the back. Just because it's dark doesn't mean it's bad. It's just dark. Dark energies are usually slower moving energies. They're slower vibration. Okay? So like a rock is very low energy. That's why generally as a human, once we die, we don't come back as a rock. That energy is lower than what we're used to. Okay. So when we say a dark energy, it doesn't mean bad. It could also just visually be dark, have zero to do with what it is. I'm just telling you right now. Think about it. Like my dog, Bruce, has sharp teeth that stick up. He looks like a gargoyle. If you didn't know what a bulldog looked like, if you'd never seen a dog in your life and that dog came out of the woods, it would scare you. He is the most gentle, sweet dog you've ever seen. Everybody thinks he's so cute. But if I didn't know any better, I think he was going to hurt me because he's got these sharp teeth sticking up, right? I also thought, and I have no idea that shadow people have been spirits longer than we are human. Yeah. It's made his roommate cry. Interesting. Yes, I know what you're saying. I don't know about that, Dawn. I can't say for sure. I don't know. I saw Shadow of a Cowboy when I was younger, but he's one of my protectors. Yeah, and I have a lot of protectors too, and they'll come through in different ways. Like, so for example, one of my protectors, this is weird, turns out to be a kid that I eventually kind of sort of adopted as my own daughter, and not legally, but I consider her my daughter. I was working with her. Shortly after that, my abilities started kind of ramp up. We had a conversation. Her dad came through to me. And as it turns out, her dad was my brother before in another life. I know him quite well. And he comes through to me all the time. And he's one of my protecting spirits. And what he does is, especially when I'm driving, I have two of them. I have Sergeant Leonard and then Kurt are both protectors for me. And they pull my hair when I'm driving. They'll pull one hair. I can feel it when I get in the car. They'll pull one hair every time I get in the car. I know it's them. And it sounds crazy. I don't care. It works for me. Here's the thing. Even if you sound crazy to other people, even if you think it's your imagination running wild, what is the harm in believing it? What is the harm? What if it works for you? You haven't believed it up till now. Try believing. You'd be shocked. I know I was talking about the Orb Show. Okay, so the Orb Show was on Gaia Channel. I can't remember what it was called. There's not too many of them. But if you go on the Gaia Channel, Gaia, which, by the way, I'm going to be on very, very soon being interviewed. That's all I'm going to say. No more than that. On the Gaia Channel, which if you don't watch that, watch it. It's amazing. It's like $10 a month, you guys. If this kind of stuff interests you, paranormal, even yoga, meditation, psychedelic drugs, ghosts, paranormal, aliens, you name it. It is like a supercharged, streaming service. Amazing. I really recommend it. Gaia, Gaia. Anyway, this show was about orbs. And there were orb photographers and people that have filmed orbs. And it was really, really interesting. And it talked about the way that they get these orbs to appear when they're taking photographs. They use a high speed flash, blah, blah, blah. And they do move really quickly, by the way, you guys. When I've gone online to try to edit my videos where they show up in here, it takes me it's really hard for me because they move so fast. Even in frame by frame, it's hard to catch them. Actually, it's easier to see them moving fast than try to catch them frame to frame. Oh, interesting. Work. That's cool. So what they do is they raise their energy. They'll play music. They will laugh and dance and fool around and all these things. And then they start taking photographs. Now, when they're taking the photographs, they're not seeing the orbs visually. They don't see them with their eyes. But when they develop the film, there's orbs all over the place. And some of it, so many orbs, you can barely see the people in the pictures. So again, they said it's about your belief. It's about your investment in that type of energy. So right now, I'm sitting in this room. I know that this room generates a very positive spirit energy. You guys generate a very positive spirit energy. That is why the light did that. I wouldn't be surprised if more orbs are going by and flying around in a minute. It happens all the time. I never met her until my daughter started discussing her. We have no idea what connected them. Wait, I must have missed something. Hold on. Go back a tad. Okay. Oh, that was cool. I have something pushing on the back of my car seat like a kid with her shoes when I was trying to. Yeah, probably trying to check on you. I never met her until my daughter started discussing her. We have no idea what connected. Sometimes there's even further back connections. So, for example, let's say I'm talking to a spirit and they know your mother, like a friend of your mother's from when she was a child. Okay, and you're going, why is she coming through? And your mother's passed too. It's very possible that you and that person had an agreement in a previous iteration, and that's why you appeared in this life together somehow, like connected in some weird way. I mean, somebody who could have been your mother in the last life might be the postman in your neighborhood in the next life, right? We don't know. Yeah. Also, this is going to blow your mind if you don't already know this, we're multidimensional. I'm proving it right this very minute that I am multidimensional. Do you know how I'm proving that? I'm sitting here in Florida, in this house, in this room, talking to people all over the world. So I'm with you right now. When I point, there's 13 people in her watching that I'm aware of. That's your lucky number. I just brought that up. How funny. She told her about, and I knew about COVID too. I wrote about it in my journal way before it showed up. Way. Also the Russia-Ukraine thing. Well, before COVID was even. Speaking of predictions, let's tell you about this. I just interviewed with Leslie Fear, who just popped on a minute ago, for her podcast. And I did 2023 predictions on my YouTube. You're welcome to watch it. If you go in there, you should be able to find it. And I don't remember what I said. She calls me and says, hey, I just wanted you to know your first couple of quarters of predictions your first quarter of predictions has been really, really accurate. Because I don't watch the news, so I don't follow up on that. So we talked about it on the phone. Then we went into the interview, and I went ahead and did May through the rest of the year cards, and came up with some pretty wild stuff. You guys, put on your seatbelts for the rest of this year. Mostly good stuff, but check it out. Okay, it will be on that. Hi, Liz. Thanks for subscribing. It means you get cards pulled. So hold on one second. I don't want to forget about you. I just wrote your name down 5 minutes ago. I kid you, but I wrote Lizzie with a Y for another reading I did. It came to my mind. How funny. Anyways, what I was saying is I interviewed with Leslie. I talked a lot about extraterrestrials, which is something I don't talk about a ton on here, but it came up. I don't know why it did. There's a lot of extraterrestrial influence coming up in our world in the next 6, 7, 8 months. Yeah. Hi, Lil. So weird. Oh, it was Lil who subscribed, not Liz. Okay, that's why it was not what I said. Lil. I'll read for you in just a second. Just a few cards. So anyway, I'm such a dork. ADD, HD, ADHD. So moving on. So listen to that when it comes out. It should be end of May. If you want to hear me talk about some of the things, experiences I've had, you guys can always listen to the podcast I just did with Joshua P. Warren. There was another one I did with Leslie not too long ago. Also Curious Cat podcast, another one I've been on. Yeah. Lil's what I call my daughter. Well, there's a Lil that just came in here. Isn't that funny? You did say your daughter's name was Lillian. God, weird. All right. Let's pull a few cards for Lil here. If that's okay, Lil. All right, we're just going to pull plain old tarot for you, my love. Lil, unless you say no. Okay, I see you. Now, Lil, as I say things, if you want to comment, agree, disagree, whatever, just go ahead and put a green heart. Lori, I just saw an orb. Did you guys see it? It went right up here. Little white orb. I hope you guys saw that. Okay, so we're doing one for Lil and then Lori. A lot of L names today. Hold on, I'm going to write that down. Lil and Lori. I don't want to forget anybody. Okay, so subscribing is only $6. So if you subscribe and I see you on here and you say, hey, can you pull some cards for me? I'm a subscriber. 3 cards. It can be Oracle or Tarot, whichever you wish. I usually pull Tarot unless you say otherwise. If you want a full reading, it's $40. It's in my profile, in my link tree. $40. Okay, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. We also do things where I look for items for you. We'll talk about that in a second. I do remote viewing. If you don't know what that is, we can talk about that too. So we do a little of everything. A little everything. We are looking for information for Lil. Anything for Lil moving forward, spirits, ancestors, guides. You already got 3 cards. Just jumped right out for you. Ooh, lots of wands. Okay, Lil. 5 of wands. Wands are your dreams, your hopes, your desires. This is a inner battle, I feel like. Something where you're struggling, playing out a lot of different scenarios, trying to figure out what the best course of action is for you. Lil. I just got a tongue mirror, by the way. 5 energy is struggle, sometimes change, conflict. Looking at this card, these guys are actually practicing. They're not really hurting each other. They're sparring. Okay, so this is a moment of growth for you. You are trying to make some decisions, and you are actually, like I said, playing out different ideas and scenarios in your mind. However, you need to take some action pretty soon, Lil. You got the 8 of wands. Wands, again, dreams, hopes, desires. It is the one suit of the deck that expands, grows. See little sprouts on there? This is very fast-moving energy. Big shift happening. I feel like it's saying, make your mind up. You got the lovers. It's about making up your mind. If you don't do it soon, guess what? It's going to be made up for you. So take the bull by the horns. Make a commitment. That's for you. I don't know what that's about. I feel like it's a relationship thing. Lil. Doesn't always mean love. A relationship can be a friend. A relationship can be a child. A relationship can be something at work. But it feels like it's a deep relationship, a deep bond. Graduating nursing school. Yeah, big change coming. Okay, this card just flew out. I don't know if you just saw that card fly out while I was doing that. Yeah, you got Ace of Swords. Inspiration, blessing from spirit. You have a good idea. You got it going right. You're going the right way. Okay. I got Lori and then Dawn. Yeah. Okay, we've got Lil taking care of Lori and then Dawn. Yeah, you bet, Lil. Is there anyone I will not read? If I don't like the energy of somebody, I might not. Sometimes that, oh, I can't believe I just did that. That was weird. I did something weird. Hey, Nicole, sure, honey. I just did something weird. I split the deck and then I shuffled backwards. I put some cards in upside right and some cards upside down. What the hell is going on? Did you guys just see these cards fly out? Let's take them. This has got to be for Lori. Lori, you still here? No, you know when the cards, whatever. See what I do? I just don't try to question it. I just go, okay, that's supposed to be. That's how I work, you guys. And it works. I don't try to force anything. Hi, Lori. Okay, Lori, as I'm reading for you, green heart if you want to say yes, no, whatever, just so I see it. 2 wands. Looking out to the future, realizing you have had a lot of experiences, Lori, but you're kind of like feeling maybe a little jaded, kind of over it, but you know there's more. You're standing in that doorway. You're standing in that portal. See him standing between those 2 wands? Yeah. Okay, but we do have the 4 of Cups reversed. Now, reverses I do not read as opposites. I read them as they're important. If you look at this card, he is not noticing that he has an opportunity showing up. This is opportunities missed. Jaded, opportunities missed, meaning something might come into your energy that is an opportunity and you feel like, I've already done that. I don't want to do that. Been there, done that. Don't do that. Give it a real look. Okay, please, 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 because you're basing it on your past. Okay, this is different. This opportunity is different. I don't know if it's like a huge opportunity, like a new job, but it's something that could enhance your life. So if something comes into your energy and it has to do with commitment, oh man, my earring just flew off. What the hell? It has to do with commitment. Okay, it has to do with stability. Hold on, let me go grab that earring. Enjoy my birds for just a moment. I can't believe that earring just flew off my ear. Where'd it go? Where are you? Darn it. This has happened more than once. I lost my earring. Where'd you go, earring? Where are you? Okay, I give up. I'm trying to find your lost items. I can't find my own lost item. Damn it. I heard it. I heard it roll off my ear. Gosh darn it. All right, guys. I'm not gonna... Oh, there it is. See? As soon as I let go, there it was. An example of how you find things. You gotta not panic. I'm so sorry about that, Lori. The earring went flying. These are brand new earrings. Just got for my birthday yesterday. And for some reason, the clasp is not working. Sorry, guys. All right. So that's really what's coming down to for you, Lori, is I feel like you've got some things coming up for you that may seem like, I don't want to do that. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Just be like, okay, I'm going to at least look at it, is what I'm saying to you. Thank you, Don. So there you go. All right. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so moving on. That was for Lori. I know they're brief, but they still give you a little information. All right, moving on. We are going into Dawn. Dawn. My friend Dawn. Oh, now I started mixing up decks. That's great, Molly. God, what is going on with me today? You guys, it's been so weird lately. It really has. The energy has been funkadelic. And today we've got a full moon and an eclipse, and I'm just losing. I'm so discombobulated. It's so friggin' weird, y'all. Okay. I appreciate you guys bearing with my nuttiness. You're welcome, Lori. All right, so Lori, any of my new subscribers, anytime you find me on here, just give me a little purple heart and go, hey, Molly, I'm ready for a reading. And I'll pull some cards for you. Very cool, right? For $6. Why wouldn't you? All right, Dawn. Let's pull those cards for Dawn. Dawn is such a good, loyal viewer. If it's the Dawn, I think it is. She's so helpful. So, you guys. Dawn. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, the grocery flips me out. You know that. You got 3 of Swords, and I don't know if you saw those cards fly out. They're flying. Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. If some of you are just joining us, you missed it. This light right next to the fairy deck was flashing. It is a pop light from the dollar store. I just put new batteries in. I wasn't touching it. You have to push down on it for the light to blink. Just so you know. Yeah, got it on film. Moving on. Dawn, 3 of Swords. This is disappointment. Big time. Swords, communication, ideas, the truth. Feels like something kind of went wah, wah, wah. Not a big thing, but definitely a disappointment in your recent past. Page of Swords is it's some message you got, like, I'm not coming, I'm not going to make it, I can't do that thing for you. It was kind of like that thing. But Knight of Cups comes along. You still have a lot of support from everybody around you. It really is just one of those things you're just going to have to mentally just deal with it. It's not life-changing, but it was disappointing. I get it. And you've probably been venting and complaining and being frustrated, and it's just time to let it go. And today is a big day about letting go, from what I understand, this full moon in Scorpio. All right, Dawn. That's for you. And I'm not an astrologer. I'm telling you what I hear from other people. So not pretending to know all this stuff. I just know what it means. Thanks, Lil. You're a sweetheart. All right, and now we're going on to Nicole. Nicole, do you want tarot or do you want oracle, honey? I'm shuffling tarot, but I'm happy to do oracle. It's up to you. Sorry for the noise. Can't wait to go back and watch that light flashing. That's so cool. Hey, spirits, you want to do anything else? We're here. We're here for it. I choose. Well, I already shuffled these, so we're going to just run with what I have. Okay, spirit up. Right away, get the Emperor. That's a cool card. Yeah. Okay, Nicole, what else we got here for you? Nicole, oh, you got the Two of Cups as well. Okay, so what else is popping out here for Nicole? There you go. Ooh, wow, really strong male energy in your life, Nicole. Excuse me. A lot of authoritative energy around you, Nicole. Like dads, uncles, maybe a boyfriend, husband, somebody who's sort of like bossy. It could be your boss. Somebody very bossy on your mind right now. But I do feel like you're going to come to an agreement. Let me show you why. Okay, so you've got the Emperor. The Emperor usually represents confidence, being on the ready, knowing what you're trying to accomplish, very direct, very good at setting boundaries, and knows what's up. Okay. If you look at the Emperor, he always has his armor on, even though he's even sitting there and relaxing, he's ready to go. He's prepared all the time. Very sure of himself. In the middle, you get this Two of Cups. We split, but in our same room. Gotcha. Yeah, I was just going to say, and then you got the King of Cups. This is usually like a husbandish energy or love. Usually, not always, but relationship. So you're between these two energies of sort of like bossiness, very strong personality, but it shows you in the middle sort of coming to an agreement, it sort of feels like. I don't even know if maybe it's health related in some ways. Maybe there's some issues about either mental or physical health, and you're a little bit, that might be part of the concern. I also feel like, I still feel a father figure thing going on here. Oh, that's you. Dad next door. Oh. And I feel like you're in the middle of it, like not just physically, but it's possible like your dad and he have a relationship that's either really good or really bad, one of the two, and it makes you uncomfortable. Either way. That's what it feels like. So I'm going to just look at the bottom of the deck, just kind of see what the last card is. Oh yeah. So this is talking about not putting your energy where it shouldn't be. Okay. So if you look, he's giving this guy some money. Look, they're both poor guys, right? But look how good he looks, and look how crummy this guy in the blue looks. You know, his shawl has got a rip, his hair's a mess, his hands are down here. He's not making effort. This guy is actually trying. That's why he's giving this guy money. So it's telling you to put your effort where you see, is the juice worth the squeeze? Are you getting juice out of that orange? If you're not, don't look at that orange anymore. Angry orange, ignore him. That is for you, Nicole. And that is a 3-card read. I'm always shocked that I can give you that much out of a 3-card read, but I know Spirit tells us. It's not me. So I don't take the credit. I'm the conduit. You're welcome. Now let's talk about finding lost items and mediumship and all that fun stuff. Or whatever you guys want to talk about. Law of attraction, cryptids, manifestation, UFOs, ghost stories, paranormal investigations. We can talk about any of those things. I've had many of them. I actually had a mediumship session just now that I have a feeling is really good. I always get excited after I do it. I want to hear what the orbs, you want to talk about orbs? How do you manifest? Good questions. They're kind of joined. What do you want to know about orbs? How you can contact with spirit. Okay. Nicole, you contact spirit every day. Do you talk to yourself ever? If you do, you're contacting spirit, by the way. I do. You don't realize you're doing it, but that's what you're doing. Because why would you say things out loud? Because your words are spelled. Words are spells. That's why we spell a word. So when you're talking and you go, oh, where did I put my freaking keys? You're not really talking to you. You're talking to your higher self. You're talking to your guides. You're talking to whatever it is that you believe is going to answer you. Yes, you are. Powerful. You contact them all the time, just like you're contacting me through this screen. You know, I'm not a real thing to you, really. It's the same thing. So you talk out loud or in your mind, they hear you. And then you ask for a response. You say, I will notice when you signal me. And then, like I said, every single thing you notice, pay attention, acknowledge it. If it is them, they will respond. So for example, if I keep calling you on the phone and you don't pick up, after a while, I'm going to assume that you don't hear. Either your phone doesn't work, the number's wrong, you don't want to talk to me, you don't notice me, I'll stop calling you. more than likely. Once in a while, I might try again. That's what spirits do. They come through in a certain way. Maybe they blink a light, or they show you a number that you recognize. You go, oh my God, that's my mom's birthday. And then you go, that's weird. You know what I mean? If you go, oh, that's my mom's birthday. My mom must be here. Hi, Mom. Thank you. I saw your birthday. Guess what? If it is your mom, she'll keep calling you back. So if I call you and you do pick up your phone, I know I got the right number. I will call you back at some point, probably. But if I keep calling your number and you don't answer, I'm going to go, guess they're not there. It's the same thing with spirit guides. So assume they hear you. Assume it's them. Yeah. Okay. I just checked my doorbell camera and there were 7 different orbs going in and out. I love it. I love it. Post it. Get opinions. That's amazing. To me, orbs are healing. And now I'm starting to wonder what they are. Honestly, I'm starting to get more. Christine, if you're on here, Christine Zamora, your subscription's about to expire. Remember, you do get readings from me if you're a subscriber. That's crazy. It is a good thing. Of course, it's a good thing. It's always. I think orbs are always good. That's my opinion. I think they're ancestral usually. I think they're healing. Whether it be physical or mental or spiritual healing, I think that's what they do. Yeah, exactly. It's just, it literally is a muscle. Just like, let's say you become a sommelier. Okay, and a sommelier is somebody who tastes and smells wines, like a wine steward, right? Imagine what your sense of smell would be over time. Because that's a big part of your job, is smelling that wine, to see what the bouquet is, to see what notes there are. Imagine how sensitive, if you were a sommelier for a few months, your sense of smell would be. Yeah, you keep seeing an eye. That's cool. My mom always has orbs in her pictures, especially after her sister passed. Oh, little. I have a few pictures of me with orbs. I have a picture with me with it looks like a full apparition in front of me. You can't tell what it is, but it's definitely a big cloudy apparition. It's in my profile somewhere from like around Halloween time. We were at a Halloween party and I'm wearing a costume, wearing like a long black wig and I have like a sequin beret on. It was like a glam rock party or something. And these 3 friends of mine were in a picture. And then I jumped into the picture, same camera, same phone. We were taking pictures like one after another. My boyfriend was taking the snapshots. I jump into the photo. As soon as I jump in the photo, everything changes. First of all, there's a weird face in the background of somebody. I don't know if that's somebody at the party or it was actually an apparition. But in front of me, you start seeing this weird like cloud. And then it gets more. And then in the last picture, I see somebody and you see me going like that because you can see it. Okay, it went somewhat viral on YouTube when I first posted it. So anyways, there's a series of pictures all taken one right after another, like, when you hold the camera. But right after that, that woman mentally signaled me, and this is way before I was doing this, you guys. This was like 10 years ago, to leave. And I turned to my boyfriend and I said, we need to go. We got in the car and we left. Not 10 minutes later, the cops showed up and kicked everybody out. They arrested some people. It was a big scene. So one of many, many paranormal stories in my life. Yeah. My brother passed several years ago. Feels like yesterday my mother asked for a sign. And? Did she get one? I've been seeing a lot of squirrels lately. That's been a thing with me. Squirrels. I know they're around, but they come right up to me and stare at me. It's weird. I call it the squirrel eye. So. Hi, Alicia. So another thing that I do sometimes, you guys, that's kind of cool, and I'm sure you've seen me do it, is I do remote viewing. I help you find lost items. So most importantly, if you ask me, I ask that you please support me by either A, following me on YouTube and other social media, which is Miss Molly Knows everywhere you go. No matter where you go, it's Miss Molly Knows, KNOWS. If you find the item, I would love it if you'd post a testimonial or at least send me one I'm allowed to use. I appreciate that too. That's all I ask. I don't ask you to pay me. Oh, that's cool. What does a squirrel mean to me? It has to do with my energy being all over the place. You didn't know your mother? Yeah. Not surprised. So if you have an item that you would like to find and you aren't finding it, I just need to know a few things. I need to know what it is, what it looks like, and give me a good description. Don't just say it's a silver bracelet, okay? What kind of silver bracelet? Is it a chain? Does it have a charm on it? Does it have a beads? What color, is it silver? Is it gold? Give me more information. Who did it come from? When did you lose it? When's the last time you think you lost it? Or what do you think happened to it? Those types of information help me connect. Now, often you will go to look for the item. You will not find the item exactly where I said, but as you go to look for it, you will find it in the place I said. Sometimes I will give you very cryptic clues because that's what I get. So for example, I had told somebody to look for something at a camp, like a campground. I kept talking about a campground. They're like, you're full of crap. That's not it. I don't know what that is. As it turns out, it was near a brochure about camp. Okay, it had zero to do with the bracelet going to camp, but that's what I saw. So there are things like that happen often. So just keep your mind open. Again, open your mind to possibility, all possibility. Sometimes I cannot find things because somebody else has obtained it and a new energy is now in the item. I'm not able to connect. That does happen. Yes, please. A gold small pineapple from Hawaii with diamonds. It goes on a chain for my sister. Oh, that sounds really cute. A small gold pineapple from Hawaii with diamonds goes on a chain for my sister. Okay. This is a weird question. I saw it going into liquid. So questions. Have you tried to clean it? Have you been swimming? Could have fallen off over something like a fountain or a lake. It just feels, I just saw it sinking into something liquid. That's our first. No, it was in my jewelry box. It's not in there. Still seeing liquid. Okay, so because I'm seeing liquid, let's play a little with this. Where would there be liquids? Bathroom, refrigerator, pool. That's possible. It's very possible. I hate to say it. Or it has to do with its origin, where it came from. Maybe, I don't know. I don't feel like anybody took it. I wouldn't be able to visualize if somebody took it. Well, I know you said Hawaii, that's obvious, but unless it was melted down. I don't think you did that though. So I still see it in liquid. I don't know how to explain it to you. I don't know. That's what I got. Cool, work. Could be right. Could be in a drawer. Wouldn't surprise me. But some reason I'm seeing liquid, almost like, you ever seen those? I had them when I was a kid. Remember those plastic vinyl pencil cases you would put in your binder, and sometimes they'd have liquid with like sparkles in it, like glitter, and you could squish it around. That's kind of what I feel like I'm seeing. I don't know. Okay, so let me roll back. There were some other ones. Moving back. Try that. Try to see if that means anything to you. White lacy slip-on shoe last seen on my Christmas cruise. Cindy Croft of USS NEC. White lacy slip-on shoe. Well, I can tell you one thing. It's not clean anymore. Like somebody stepped on it. I feel like it got stepped on and it's under a bed, and I don't know that you're going to see it again. I hate to tell you. But look under beds. Obviously, if you can't get back on the cruise to look, and you can't contact that cruise to look, might as well look under beds. That's why I keep seeing like somebody stepped on it and got really dirty and kind of kicked it under the bed. Anyway, I think it's under mom's class ring, blue stone in the middle with a small diamond on each side, gold band. Okay, little. I feel like your mom let somebody else wear it or try it or look at it. I don't know why. I don't think she has it or had it for a while. I feel like she might have like let somebody else wear it or put it on chain. Like she let somebody borrow it, wear it, look at it, play with it, and they didn't bring it back, whoever it was. So if your mom has passed or alive, may ask her like cousins, relatives, somebody over that would, why would anybody want it? I don't know, but that's what I feel. Okay. Well, yeah. You're welcome. Yes, I saw it in one of those like water protect one. And yeah. Yeah, like a pouch of some sort. Hey, Jess, how are you doing? Jesse, are you the one that I'm working with on the past life thing? Was that you? Couldn't remember. You're welcome, Cindy. Let me know, please. She said that person was me. What person was you, Lil? I'm sorry, honey. Oh, that you're the one that took it. Oh, do you remember? To try on the ring. So she's saying you had it last and that you lost it, but do you remember losing it? Or is she just telling you that? Because I don't think it was you if that's the case. I don't think you'd do that. But I mean, I think you'd be pretty careful with it. You tried it on one time. Maybe that's all I'm seeing. I don't think she has it. And I don't think anybody did anything wrong. I think she doesn't remember. No, I think she lost it. Is your mom, I'm not trying to be rude, but is your mom prone to kind of fibbing a little bit? I feel like she's not being honest about where that is. Like either she lost it, she gave it to somebody else, didn't want to hurt your feelings. She's trying to like kind of gaslight you a little. I don't know why I'd think that. I usually think very positive, but I don't know. I feel like your mom's not really totally being on the open up with you on that whole thing. I don't know why. Maybe she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. Yeah, I don't think it's true. Fibbing. Yeah. Here's what I said yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. Items that we lose, it's a bummer. I agree. I have a lot of sentimental stuff. I'm very into collecting things, as you can see. However, we need to remember the whole point of getting something. So this was given to me by my dad. He made this. It's a wood little box. I keep my pendulum in it. The box is not as important as the sentiment behind the box. The fact he crafted this for me, he sent it to me. I like it because my dad made it. I know he put his energy into it. Okay, so what's more important is why I love this, not the box itself. So remember that. If you lose something, obviously you didn't do it on purpose. It's not because you didn't care about it. Whatever happened, happened. The point is what is the memory that's attached to the item? That's more important. Forgetful? Yeah, I am. I don't remember shit. I forget where I put things all the time. But I don't think it was you. Just saying. But I did see, like I said, for that pineapple, was it the pineapple thing? I saw a water pouch of some sort. I don't know. Hey, Barefoot, how are you, Chantel? Good to see you, love. How's things going? I almost called you Tanya. Just kidding. You know what? I have had more than one thing happen with that name, Tanya, in the last few weeks. Isn't that funny? The reason I'm bringing that up to her is I always call her Tanya for some dumb reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Well, my dad's a weenie, to be honest with you. I don't even talk to him. But back then I did. So it's still a good memory there. Your mom's engagement ring. Okay, again, you guys, I'm going to reiterate. You can't just say my mom's engagement. You can't just say my sunglasses. That doesn't help me. I have nothing to visualize. You got to give me more than that. What does it look like? What color is it? What size is it? Give me more. Imagine if I said to you, I'm missing a pen. Find it. You're like, I don't even know you. I can't even see your face. All right. Give me a little more, guys. What color is the pen? What kind of pen? Is it ballpoint? Is it magic marker? Is it, you know what I mean? Give me a little more. Where did it come from? Why did you have it? Give me a break, guys. This is hard to begin with. Give me a little, just throw me a bone. I lost my rose quartz a lot. It's small and circular. Thank you. That's a good description. Small, circular, rose quartz, oval. All right. Who is that? F. I saw candles. Do you have like someplace you keep candles? And I'm not talking candles like votive. I'm talking about actual candles. Candlesticks. That won't help me much, Gigi. I can try, honey. Yeah, Farah. I see like candlesticks. Do you have a place you put candlesticks? Look there. The frames were large and maroon for the prescription sunglasses. That helps me. What shape? Are they cat's eye, round, square, rectangular, what? Your dog has a GPS tracker? How cool is that? You're welcome. Let me know. Flat gray charge cord for my dog's GPS tracker. It's in a plug. It's still in a plug somewhere. Still in a plug. All right. Large maroon, squarish brown. Okay, that helps me. Thank you. Prescription sunglass, squarish brown, maroon. You left them at a restaurant. That happened to me too. I did that. Where do you go to eat? You might check, see if they found them. It's plugged in though, is what I'm saying to you, Chantel. It may not be in a plug in the wall, but it's plugged in somewhere. That's what I see. Just saying. Let's know that's classic Ray-Bans matte finish. Black, tortoiseshell, what? That's okay. I have to tell you guys. You don't know. That's like me telling the mechanic how to change my oil. I don't know how he changes the oil. I just know he has to do it. Don't worry about it. Black. Okay. Black, classic Ray-Bans matte finish. I have a pair of those. Have you looked in the car door? Work. Look in your car doors or cars that you've been in the doors, in the door. Yeah. That's what I saw. So, does anybody want a reading today? I'm here. The ring is gold with classic cut diamond, but not sure how big it is. Okay. 6-pack of flat round batteries I bought at the supermarket. Oh, I know which ones you're talking about. I think you left them in the grocery bag. Go through your grocery bags. The ring is gold with a classic cut diamond, but not sure how big it is. And who was that again? Gigi? I helped Gigi find something before, so she's in it. Oh, your mom's engagement ring. Okay, thank you. So it's a classic basic engagement ring. Okay. Ooh, work. I would call the dealership if that's the case. Ask them if they found them. They might have them. 6-pack of flat round. Okay. I talked about that. Oh, the engagement ring for Gigi. It's still with another ring. And I don't know that it's the wedding ring, but it's with another ring, like in the same container. That's all I know. I just saw another ring with it. I don't know that it's a wedding band. Almost like it may be a wedding band. It's almost like it ended up with your dad's stuff. If that makes any sense. Like your dad's jewelry box or dad's jewelry or something. So you might, if your dad's still around, or even if he isn't, any of his items, you might look in his stuff. You know how it works. The diamond you lost out of an engagement ring. Ooh, whoa. It's in your house. I can tell you that. Work. The diamond you lost is in your house. What I would do is, I feel like it's on carpeting. I would go around with your vacuum hose and you put a pantyhose over the end with a rubber band so that it doesn't suck up whatever off the ground. And I would just start vacuuming around everywhere, every corner, every edge. And I think you'll find it. Let me know. Yeah. No, I don't know where in your house, but I do feel like it's on the carpet. So please do that. Take a vacuum. If you have, hopefully you haven't already vacuumed it up, but if you have vacuum bags or a container that the dust goes in, I know it sucks to do. Get a pair of, rubber gloves or whatever and start going through it. Otherwise, I would go around with the vacuum with the thing on the end so that you pick it up. Andy Warhol paperback book. That sounds cool. I love Andy Warhol. Kella, how are you? Andy Warhol paperback book. Is it a book about Andy Warhol or a book he wrote? Yeah. Okay, so you didn't see it there. Although you may not have. If it's covered in dust, you might not have seen it, honey. But do what I said. It's his he wrote. Okay, so it's a biography or something. Okay, biographical. The Andy Warhol book. Do you have a place that you keep your photographs and stuff, like, like a bin, like an under bed bin or a big Tupperware or something, or like a shoebox, like a Tupperware, like a plastic shoebox or something? Like, do you keep like pictures or letters or stuff like that in like a plastic? Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly, honey. It's not where it should be. Like, like you'd think it would be in a bookshelf or bedside table or something like that. That's not where it is. It's in a box. It's in a plastic bin of some sort, and it has a lid, whether it be under the bed or more of a shoebox size. I can't tell, but that's where it is. It's with other stuff that's sentimental to you. Okay, cool. Yeah, check it out. What is it going to hurt, right? And here's why I think you guys find things. It's not that I have any magical vision on that whole thing. I think what it is because I'm giving you that intention that I know where it is. And then you go, okay, maybe there's hope. Maybe I can find it. Because up to this point, you've given up looking for it, right? So that's why I haven't found it. You stopped expecting it. When I tell you that I think I know where it is, you expect to find it. That is how you're generating it to manifest. So sometimes, like I said, you won't find it exactly where I said, but something will lead you. Some clue I gave you will lead you to it. So just be aware of that. Let yourself be a riddle solver. Okay. Because sometimes it is a riddle. I don't know why I tell you what I tell you, but usually it comes through. I had someone contact me recently after I did the interview with Joshua Warren talking about this. Oh, really? If you're so great at finding things, help me find it was like his green card or whatever. Guy lost his green card or his, immigration stuff. And I said, it's in a drawer at your friend's house. He comes back. Well, my friend had it, but he already looked. He can't find it. I said, I'm telling you, it's in a drawer. I feel like it fell behind the drawer. Somehow it's in a drawer, the bottom, somewhere. Sure enough, he goes back to his friend's house, apparently pulls out the drawers. It had fallen behind the drawer. It was in the back. Friggin' told him that. And then he promised to do a testimonial. Did he do it? No. That pisses me off, you guys. Don't ask me to find you stuff and then don't say anything, okay? Because, again, I do it free. I'm missing a poem my mom wrote. Oh, it's on old paper. There's some tears in it. Oh, I love that, Jessie. Thanks, Gigi. It's in a book. I tell you right now, it's in a book. I don't know what books you have. It's in a book. That came to me immediately because it's fragile. Somebody put it in a book. So any books that you have that you've had for some time, please look through any books that might belong to your mom. Look through them. Relatives might have her books. I don't know. It's in a book. That I feel 100% sure. What else? Can you tell me if I'm doing the right thing moving back to New York instead of Washington State? I would probably pull cards for you to help you with that or do an automatic drawing. Generally, I kind of reserve that for my subscribers. It's only $6. I'm not trying to force you into subscribing, but that's kind of a sort of a subscriber privilege. So if you want to subscribe, it also means you get a 3-card draw anytime I'm on here. That is not right. He should have been thankful. I forgot what I said to you. Oh, the dude that I told to find something. Yeah. Not very fragile. Let me figure I lost my child stuffed cow and my dad passed. Oh, Lexi. Childhood cow. Bummer, man. Yeah, I don't feel anything on that one. Sorry, Lexi. You know what? Go get another cow and tell your dad that it's replacing the cow that you lost. And every time you hold that cow, you'll think you're your dad. It'll do the same thing for you. I know you're going to say it's not the same thing, but it is. The energy we put into things is what we choose to do. I could make this pen sentimental if I want to. Right? I bought this pen at Dollar Tree right after I moved to Florida. My whole life was a mess. Now this pen means something to me. We can do that. Baby blanket. Lillian's baby blanket, huh? Hey, work. Pink blanket. I had a pink blankie. That was my blanket. It was my pink blankie. I had a pink blankie. That's exactly what I called it. And I used to take it. It had like a satin edge on it. And I used to weave it between my fingers and suck my thumb like this. And then I decided I was too old for it one day. And I gave it to my mom. I said, I don't want to suck my thumb anymore. I have to give you my blanket. And I did. I still sleep with my thumb against my face like this. I don't put it in my mouth. I always have it on my mouth like that. Oh, a pink blanket. I don't think you lost it. I think it slipped behind in between somewhere. In a closet somewhere. You have it. You have it. I'm just telling you, you have it. I don't think you lost it. You just haven't seen it. It'll pop up. You did? Yeah, it was called my pink blankie. And I love the satin, and I used to like rub the satin, along the edge. It was an ugly blanket too. It was ugly, but I think it was given to me by an aunt. My Aunt Gail gave it to me. And it was like, like that kind of like wool, kind of like almost like fleece. But at the time, it's 1970. We didn't have polar fleece. So it was more like a felty kind of, I don't know, cotton fleecy feeling thing. I don't even think they make blankets like that anymore. It was kind of like a hospital blanket. That's what it felt like. It was pink. And funny thing, I hate pink. But my blankie, I love my blankie. Who didn't have a blanket, right? They used to call me Linus. Yes, me too. Yep. So nice seeing you, Molly. Thank you for the cards. I'll let you know. Yes, I want to know, Dawn. I want to know. I'm sorry I didn't have more for you on that whole thing. He was felty super soft pink with pink hearts on one side. Solid. Oh no, mine was all solid light pink. That sounds good. No problem with typos. Oh, you guys should see my typing. And I'm a writer. I always notice when other people make mistakes. I almost never notice when I do it. Because when I'm typing, I'm in my mode. So kids, it's almost 4:00. I don't remember what time I got on here, but definitely getting tired. I'll stay on till 4. So I got about 12 minutes. What else can we do today? So, Long Shot by Lori. A medium told me my mom, who has passed, wrote 2 letters to me and then put them in books. I don't see that. I don't see that, Lori. I wish that were true. That would be wonderful. I don't feel that. Not saying she's wrong. I'm just saying I don't feel that. Not at all. Sorry, Lori, I don't feel that. Nope. Nothing about that. Now, I just said something about books, didn't I? I just said somebody had a poem stuffed in a book. But I don't think that was for you. Lori, I'm sure you've looked, haven't you? I mean, how hard is it to check a book? You do this. You pick up the book and you go like this, right? So I don't kind of believe that. Doesn't mean she's wrong. Maybe it wasn't a book, and maybe somebody got rid of the book, or maybe somebody found it. I don't know. I'm not trying to diss another medium at all. I'm just telling you what I feel. Maybe you don't have the book anymore. Yeah, and I do mentorship work. So if your daughters need some help or want to just talk to me, contact me through my website, missmollyknows.com, please. I can always talk to them. And if you want to pursue mentorship with them, something we can think about. Yeah, I'm glad you were here. So, what else? You want to hear some paranormal stuff that's been going on in my life? Because it's been a lot, y'all. Okay, I'm going to tell you, unless you tell me something else. About 2 years ago, maybe less than 2 years ago, I had a healing done by a friend, my friend Kim. She actually texted me this morning. And Kim is a psychic intuitive in her own right. I find her very interesting. She's studied all over the world. She's very smart. I actually have some of her Ouija boards she made that I have for sale, by the way, if you're ever looking for a handmade Ouija board. I have 3 of them. Anyway, she's amazing. So she does this healing thing with me over the phone that involved an actual app where it plays tones to help you heal. That's the basis of it. She takes some information from you, she plugs into this app, and then she plays tones for you. And they're supposed to help heal you. And I kind of was like, seems kind of dumb. Now I understand how sound frequency works more. It makes sense. But at the time I thought, it's a computer program. How is that intuitive? I didn't like it. But I thought, I'm helping her. She didn't charge me. She wanted me to try it, whatever. So I'm just telling you a part of what happened. I had a lot of visions while I was doing this, when she was playing the sounds. And I was hearing and seeing things. And afterwards she'd say, what did you see? What did you hear? And I'd tell her, she'd go, whoa, that's trippy. That's not what was there. It was just a sound. It was just tones. Okay. One of the things I saw was a man standing there talking to me, older, probably in his 60s, wearing a crow or a raven costume. His head was the head, the beak. It was like a giant real bird he was wearing. Okay, so a full-size man, human, quite a large human, as a matter of fact, wearing a bird, black, shiny, had feathers, everything, all the way down to the ground. Bird, like he was wearing the shell of a bird. Okay, but his face was human. Dark eyebrows, very stern looking, very rectangular face. Celtic feeling time, very dark, damp, lots of big rocks around, moss, that kind of thing. That's what I saw in the vision. And he turned to me and he said, "I will show you, child." And then I heard him in my mind saying to me, "I'm only going to show you things once. I don't have time for this crap." Basically, you know what you're doing. You have abilities. You need to use them. Don't keep looking at me. I'm only going to show you things once. If you don't catch on, too bad, we're moving on. I was like, okay. It's always tripped me out a little bit because I'm like, it's got to be a past life thing or another dimension or something. But I felt like I knew him and he was sort of like my teacher when I was a kid. Fast forward. Okay, this was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I was a little bit intimidated by this guy, but I knew he was there to help me. I do that Joshua P. Warren interview. Hi, that aired 2 weeks ago, Friday. Okay. And on the interview, I talk about all this stuff. I didn't talk about that specifically. I talk about all the different things that I'm involved in. Soon after, I get inundated with requests for readings and all this stuff, right? Because the interview was great. And I get this guy, and I'll just call him Chris by his first name. And we start chatting, and he brings up the Druids, which is something I had literally just stumbled upon the day before because I'd had the fairy thing in here. I looked up Beltane, which is a Druid ceremony, which has now been adopted by the Wiccans as the 1st of May Day, blah, blah, blah. I'm starting to learn about this stuff and realizing I have strong connections to Druidry. I'm seeing the connections. So I start talking to this guy who randomly finds me through this podcast, and he starts talking about Druidry and about how he has a past in Druidry and blah, blah, blah. And so we're like, whoa, weird, right? Okay. That's over. Move forward. A couple other commonalities between us. Weirdly, a lot of words I just said 5 minutes before the reading, blah, blah, blah. He actually asked me for an actual reading with mediumship. And the mediumship he requested was past life mediumship. I don't normally do that, but I said, I'll try it. I don't know what will happen. So I get on here. I'm filming. I'm doing all this, private. As I'm talking, you guys, I had over 8 orbs during his video. 8 orbs showed up during his reading. One of which I will edit for you guys because I got to show you guys this. It came from here and went very slowly. A little white round orb went like this. You see it pass right in front of me. It lands right here on me. Floats there for a second. You can barely see it. And then it goes over here like this. Very slow. I actually said, "Oh my gosh, do you see that?" And I went, "Oh, there it goes." Like that. That's the slowest one I've seen yet. So there's a good paranormal story for you. And then if you saw the video where I talked about how this area has been producing a lot of orbs and fairies, I moved that deck right there in the middle that I'm pointing at from the bottom shelf. I very, very deliberately moved it to see if that deck might be what is attracting this fairy-like orb stuff, because it is a fairy deck. Go ahead and watch my profile. You'll see it. It's in there. And what happened today? If you didn't see it, that light, it's a pop light, glowed a few times. Let me show you what it looks like. If you don't believe me, they're crappy little lights. That's why they get dim sometimes, because I have to replace them every few days. I haven't wired this cabinet, so this is the one you guys just saw. This is the light. See how it works? That's the only way you can turn it on and off. Okay, you guys saw it glowing and dimming. What's it near? Just like I said, this empty deck, Healing Fairies. I don't even like this deck, by the way. I don't use it. It's one of my least favorite decks. It's in here. It was down here. And that's where all the orbs were coming out of this area. Now I put it up here and you guys just saw it. So I think my theory may be right. I think they hear me. I think they're communicating. I love that. It makes me excited. It's not for my ego at all. I'm glad you guys get to see it. That makes me excited. What's my favorite deck? Oh my God, I have so many decks. I feel they're like kids. I feel differently about each one. Yeah, I've been losing a lot of stuff lately, Kella. I'm wondering. I never believed that stuff, but now I'm starting to wonder. Yeah. I love this deck specifically. This is the Rome Choi deck. It's called the Dreaming Way, I think. My best friend gave it to me. You can see they're kind of like illustrative pictures, more feminine looking. I kind of dig them. They're different, kind of like the way they look. That's one of my favorites. I have another one I don't have on the table here, but it's like a mid-century modern one. It's really, really cute. I can't read it. It's too cute. I get really distracted, but I like it. Knock on wood to scare the Fae away. Really? That's cool. I have one deck, though, that's been my favorite lately, which is funny. I found this deck at the thrift store. In the box with everything, brand new. Hadn't been opened yet. Hadn't been used. I went into a thrift store I almost never go into. I just moved here. I don't really know where anything is. I walked in there before an appointment just to kill some time. I've never even seen them in the thrift store. Yeah. And so I walked in there and I bought this for $1, right? And I love it. Look at it. It's all kind of medieval looking, you know, like has a very cool graphics on it. And guess what? It may even be Druid for all I know. I'll have to look at Druid art. But, you know, you can see how cool these are. What's funny is, yeah, and they're beautiful. And I like the way they fit in my hand. And this deck, and I feel crazy saying, I've heard people say this and I thought, oh, come on. It calls me. I'll be doing a reading, and I switch decks all through my readings. I'll be doing a reading, and then for whatever reason, this deck will go, hey, like in my mind, I'll go, oh, I should use that deck. And then I don't want to do it for some reason. I always feel like I don't want to pull it. As soon as I pick it up, cards are just exactly what I was looking for. So, yeah, it's trusting that feeling. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair. That's a habit I have. So I hope everybody is enjoying May. It's Cinco de Drinko. Be careful if you're drinking tonight. Please don't do anything stupid. Do the right thing. I'm not a drinker, so it doesn't apply to me. But I might get tacos for dinner. Why not? Or ceviche. 8,000 likes, you guys. Awesome. There's only like 20 of you. Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys are great. Why don't we do this? We got a few minutes left. I'm going to do a general reading for y'all who are still here. Just going to do general reading. Then you can see how I do readings. If you like how I read and you want a private reading, cool. So we're going to do a full read for my viewers, and then I'm going to hop off. So I'll probably come back on later tonight. So all you all who are here, you are all getting a read for you all. Yeah, tacos. I also like ceviche. Okay, I'm upside down cards in here because I did that wacky thing the other day, earlier, where I accidentally split the deck wrong. Okay. So weird. All right. I'm weird and wacky. I also want to share something with you guys. I don't know why, because it's really none of your business, but I want to share with you. I had something really, really happy happen this week. Just want to share with you. I was a stepmom, and I raised 2 boys for like 15 years, from the time they were very little. And when I divorced their dad, communication's been spotty, on and off. The older one I rarely hear from. The younger one, you know, he got married. I did go to his wedding. It was the first time I'd seen him in a couple of years. I went to his wedding. It was a little weird. He immediately had kids. Last time I talked to him, maybe two, maybe even 2.5 years ago, and then he disappeared again. I got a very long letter and photographs from him this morning. I have 3 grandchildren. Not blood, but as far as I'm concerned, they are. I have 3 grandchildren. Can you believe this? So funny. So we're going to go ahead and do a read. Yeah, I hope I get to see them one day. That'd be nice. 3 boys. 3 boys. I think they're like 5, 3, and 1, maybe. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of a little mixed up about it because I don't hear from him very often. And he'll show up and be all, I'm sorry I haven't talked to you, and they'll disappear. But he wrote me the most beautiful letter thanking me, you guys. It really touched me. I couldn't stop crying. I don't know. I think he is. He's in the army. Actually, he's overseas right now somewhere. I think he's in Pakistan or something. I don't know. He sent me photographs. Looks like he's in the desert in his army stuff. So I don't know. I wrote him back. I'm hoping to hear from him, but he thanked me for, it was so touching. It was touching. Anyway, spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. I'm doing a read for everybody here. Cards for everybody in the room right now. Thank you. We got Knight of Swords, fast-moving energy, communication, Sun, clarity, and happiness. All right, what else we got here, y'all? Ooh, the Empress, blowing up, pulling in your energy, powering up. Oh, no, it's more than that. Trust me, there's more to it than that, I'm sure. 7 of Wands, feel like people are talking about you. They're not. 4 Cups, missed opportunities. Don't worry, I'll clarify all this for you in a minute. I don't usually go this fast, but I'm getting like to the point where this is just coming out. 4 Wands is about commitment, also freedom. Fool is throwing caution to the wind. 2 of Pentacles, keeping a balance. Judgment card, a restart. Okay. I don't usually do it that way, but why not? My eye's itching, guys. I got poison ivy under my eye. It's bugging me. So, as I said, Knight of Swords, fast-moving energy. Things are going to change very quickly. You're going to see big changes come along. Okay, in communication specifically, maybe conversations are going to start happening that you've been waiting to have happen, or they are going to be important to what's going to happen next. We're going to come back to this in just a second. Sun is about clarity, about happy ending. This is the happiest card in the entire deck. The Child is about a new beginning. As I said to you, I do feel like there's a change in energy. This very well could have to do with kids. It's funny, I just brought up my stepson. I do think this could have a lot to do with a relationship with a child, a brother or sister, something family. Okay, the family unit. We then get the Empress, which is about confidence. It's about, yeah, I think you're right on that one, Barefoot. That's what I said. Said the same thing. I said he must be in a dangerous situation. I hate to say it, but I think so. And I knew he had another kid. I knew he had 2 children already. I knew that. But I had actually said to Fred, I go, I think Christopher has another child. I was talking about him yesterday. Didn't know I would hear from him. I just brought him up at one point. So anyway, back to this. The Empress. Confidence. Surety. Connection to nature. Also a mother figure. She tends to be pregnant, or the thought of pregnant. New potential. But sometimes actual pregnancy. So we have a baby next to the Empress. So here's what I want to tell you guys. If you aren't planning on children, but you are sexually active, be careful. You are right now extremely fertile. If you're trying to have a baby, yes, right now. Yeah, I was so happy. I was so happy. Yeah, so there's that. Lastly, we get the 7 of Wands. This is about feeling like people are talking about you, but they're not. See how there's nobody at the end of these wands? He's like fighting off something that's not really there. Okay. I also want to point out he's wearing 2 different shoes. See that? So he's kind of like in this sort of like panicky stage, like trying to figure something out, like, like he's hurrying, he's rushing, he's panicking feeling to me, because he feels like everybody has this expectation of him. That's not real. Okay, so if you're putting expectations on yourself, if you think there's an expectation that someone's trying to make you do something, not true. I'm hoping my son telling me his wife's pregnant. Yay, I hope so. That could be true. All right, and by the way, if it doesn't resonate for you, don't worry about it. Okay, it may not be for you, but whatever does, listen to it, because you know what? You could be watching anybody here on TikTok. There's billions of people on TikTok. You're watching me right now. So if a message speaks to you, take it. Missed opportunity. I said it's going to happen fast. Don't miss it. Again, I know you're going to feel panicky because it's something that has to happen quickly. Okay, but don't make snap decisions. This is just saying, I'm warning you. Don't do things out of fear. Don't do things out of urgency. Do it because you really feel it. Hi there, Rain. How are you? 4 Wands usually is about commitment or freedom or both. Since we have the Empress, I feel like this is a commitment to yourself, taking better care of yourself, regardless of whether you're pregnant or not. Take good care of yourself, please. I feel like you've kind of let that fall by the wayside. Maybe you're eating really well, or walking every day, or making sure you wash your face before bed. It could be as simple as that, and you stopped. Get back to it today, tonight, this minute. I said clarity, happiness, possibly even a new child in the family, very possible. You get the Fool. This is an anything goes energy, meaning everything's open. Anything is possible. So I'm telling you, keep your mind open to possibility. This is all about openness. Open, open, open. Talked about this feeling like people are talking about you, judging you, whatever you think they're doing, they are not. Okay. I talked to you about feeling a little discombobulated. He's wearing 2 different shoes. He's kind of like been kind of rushing around, trying to fix things, get things ready. Yeah, Kel, I get you, sweetheart. But this is about balance. Okay. Slow down. Take a moment. Don't overdo it here or underdo it there. You have 2 choices in the background. Your emotion. Look at this emotion back here. There's a lot of roiling emotions going on. That's the water. You've got 2 things behind this guy. You've got a little tiny boat and you got a really big boat. So there's little details going on. There's really big things going on. Okay. But calm down. Calm the F down is all I'm saying to you. Calm down. Take a moment to breathe. Count to 3 before you start making decisions. Again, don't make snap judgments. And what is the last card? Judgment. Restart. So it's possible you're going to foray into something you've already done before, and that's why you're kind of like, I don't want to do this again. Whether it be a relationship, whether it be getting pregnant, whether it be building your family, moving, any of those things, you're kind of dragging your feet because you just don't feel like it. Like, it's just overwhelming. Even though you know it's probably good for you and it's what you want. It's overwhelming. I get it. All right, let's go ahead and pull from that deck I talked about that I like so much. Let's see what happens there. Again, if you're watching this, this is a general reading for anyone watching. If you've stumbled upon this, there is a message for you. Whatever it is. Not all the message, maybe parts, but it is a reading for the collective. Hi, White Raven. How are you? You guys, Diane White Raven. Talented, beautiful, wonderful, inspiring, gorgeous. I don't see her very often, but I love her. Yeah, that moon is screwing me up. I have injured myself. I have dropped things, broken things, misplaced stuff all week. I've been a complete mess. And yesterday was my birthday. You know what I did? I napped most of the day. I was just like, I can't function. So stupid. Anyway, let's find out a little bit more. I'm using my favorite deck now. My latest favorite. Oh, we got the Chariot. Chariot. Emperor. We have the Empress too. 4 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Ooh, it's career stuff. King of Pentacles. I don't usually get that many pentacles all in a group. Okay, so definitely some abundance things happening. Thank you, Jessie. So we got the 7, Chariot. This is about winning, focusing on the future. Yeah, I bet you are, Felice. Also making choices. Again, we talked about a choice. We talked about balance. You got a black and a white horse. Got to focus forward. Don't look behind you. You cannot drive a car looking rearview mirror. You cannot drive a fast-moving chariot looking behind you. It is a fast energy, by the way. So again, I feel like you're going to be forced to make a decision pretty quickly, but don't panic. Just take your time to make the decision, as much time as you can. Calm down. Emperor sets boundaries, sure of himself, doesn't mess around. Always on the ready. Here we go. We got the Empress in the same row. This is a power couple. If you're married or in a relationship, there's more commitment coming. I also mentioned possibility of a baby. There could be some marriage coming up very soon. Feels like definitely marriage. And, you know, we're almost in June. That is marriage time. Oh, wow, I'm a heart mommy. I hope the diagnosis is good, honey. You're welcome, Gigi. Good to see you, sweetie. 4 Pentacles is about stability. Abundance in your life is coming. But you're looking for more of a stability. You want to feel like you got this under control. 10 of Pentacles is a very good outcome. There's definitely abundance coming, as I said before. You also have the 6 of Pentacles, harmony, flow, and balance, alignment, all of that stuff. It is coming to you. It is starting to flow towards you. King of Pentacles, not an idiot when it comes to his money. Okay. Also not stingy, but not overly generous. He's very careful. I feel like this is saying that when that money shows up, be a little bit cautious. Don't just go spending it like crazy. Even if it's a lotto ticket, whatever, take it easy on the spending. Okay, save up a little bit. Lastly, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords. 7 energy. You have the 7 of Wands as well. Okay, 7 is your connection to your higher self. Getting beyond what you think people think and going for more what your gut tells you. Okay. Now, if you read tarot, you may go, that's not what that means. I don't care. I read intuitively. That's how it works. All right, now we're going to go ahead and pull a crystal. This crystal or gem or rock will mean something to you. If you happen to be a crystal person, maybe you have this in your collection, or you should think about picking one up. This is one I don't believe I know a lot about. It's jasper. See jasper? I know there's different kinds of jasper. This is for somebody, I said foundation. I actually used those words. I said safety, foundation, feeling safe, feeling stable. You got, this is for stability. So some of you are feeling a little off kilter, not surprised. Jasper. This is somebody who tends to be kind of a city dweller. Somebody who's out and about, driving around in the city, hanging out, having fun. But this is meant to connect you more to the earth. Again, that Empress energy, where'd it go? This is to ground you. This is to keep you from too much materialistic type of view. This is when you've been sort of outside of your mind because you've been so busy, like you're always constantly thinking about work. You're constantly thinking about stuff coming up. This just kind of grounds you. It's about grounding in nature. Get into nature. Get outside. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into my Spirit of the Animals deck. And what I want you to do, we're going to do a little different. And this is how I read. I just do whatever I feel. Thank you, Gigi. I'm going to pull 3 animals. Okay, I want you to think of a number between 1 and 3. Whichever one I pull is for you. Starting out with the first animal. Orca whale, adventure. If you pick number 1, you got the orca. It says, dare to do things differently, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams. Cool. Be loyal, attempt the journey with confidence. So it keeps talking about a journey, about traveling, moving along. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave, you are more powerful than you know. If you pick the number 2 card, you got cat, independent. If you pick number 2, it says, you are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. And lastly, if you pick number 3, which is always my personal favorite, we got lizard, regeneration. Didn't I not just mention that to somebody? Or no, that was the last read, I think. Oh, it was the last read. Lizards are about regeneration. Absolutely. Here's what it says. As a survivor, you're unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. There you go. So the 3 were the orca, the cat, or the lizard. All 3 I see here in Florida all the time. All right, lastly, we're going to pull, well, let's do a couple more. We're going to pull from my Enchanted Maps deck, Oracle. Listening, this is about paying attention to your spirit guides talking to you. We already talked about that earlier. I'm not going to go into that. Let's make sure you acknowledge them. My Moonology deck, a lot of you know this deck. This is one of my favorites. We got meditation and meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. It is new moon tomorrow. Meditate and contemplate. So again, this is about connecting to your higher self, to your authentic self, starting to really focus on you. Surrender to the divine. Full moon tonight. How did I pick that? I don't know. Surrender to the divine. Hi, Jen. And I know that tonight it is the eclipse, I believe, and full moon in Aries. And from what I understand, or is it Aries or Virgo? Virgo. No, Scorpio. Full moon is Scorpio night. Again, I'm not an astrologer, but it is about setting intention. It is about letting go of past crap and setting intention. And we did get surrender to the divine. So pretty appropriate. All right, kiddios. It is Scorpio. All right, y'all. Everybody have a wonderful day. I may see you later. It's 414. I always like the sandwich numbers, also the triple numbers. So 4s are about healing and foundation. 1s are about new beginnings. So I feel like we are starting out with a very good foundation. Everybody have a wonderful Cinco de Mayo. Hopefully I'll see you later. If not, tomorrow. Love you. Mwah.